exactly how I wanted to. Of course, they had to understand the base stuff in his program, but man, he let me come in and he saw the potential. He the first person that saw the potential in me. He the first person that ever made me. Last year I was his assistant head coach. So, and I can tell he trusted me. He'd be able to go and lead business, handle business, or go and take kid recruiting the trips. And there's a lot of stuff you don't see. A lot of times you have time to taking the kid to recruiting, trying to help him, but you don't see that part because he's not recording.
Yeah.
And so he gave me a shot, man. A lot of people would say, man, it's hard to do it. No, it's not that. He said something that I always respect as a coach. And film one time, he said, if you tell me something as a coach, it's a suggestion or something that you want, and it's not sound, I'm not gonna make you feel dumb. I'm not gonna make you feel like it's not right. I'll make you feel unimportant. I'd be like, okay, and I consider it, and if I know it's not sound. You see what I'm saying? I can't do nothing but respect that. So that means you looking for help that don't just say anything how you feel, because he probably already thought that too. So like, as a person who wants to be a head coach one day, I understand that. I really understand it. Or like, I'll give you an example. Like people can be personal, but like he just real deal. Like, I give you an example. Against Kemper County last year, not this year, when we beat them, but the year before that we went there. Said the O-line played terrible. Now, I'm a young coach. I ain't say, man, what you talking about, this and that. But in the back of my mind, I'm like, what the freak? I'm giving you Mario 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds. He has a lot of time. He has time long enough to hold the ball against multiple fronts. Like, what are you talking about? And I got kind of, I'm like, man, I see what folks saying. But then I had to, like, let me stop. Don't be so docile. Let me go back and see what it means. And the more I watch film, I see why he said we played terrible. We running assignments wrong. We left at least 20 to 30 points off the board, and we just block stuff right, do small things right up front. So like, if I'm sitting there and he ain't said in the bad, he just said the offensive line played terrible. After he asked me how I felt like how we played, he listened to me. And sometimes you gotta take the feelings out and just be logical about it, be realistic. He wanted my opinion. He respected what I said, and he told me what he felt. It's his ship. They weren't at the party they was at. And I seen that because we thought when we lost to the Kemper, it was in the air. When we beat them, it was on the ground. That takes dominance up front.
Yeah.
And so like, I get the difference, and we still aired it out too. We beat them on the ground, then we kept it out of reach in the air. So it's like, I get it, and you got to be able, as a man or as a woman coming as a chaplain, anybody, you got to be able to remove yourself in those situations. And if you one of them people who act like you obtuse and you not sensitive, but you super sensitive and can't take accountability, then Cole Young probably not the coach for you.
Yeah.
Because he not gonna be, well, let's talk about it. He just gonna say it.
Yeah.
So like, no, I appreciate him, man, and like, he take on a lot of stuff. It can be a double-edged sword on both ways. I wish he was a little more personable so people can know, and people ain't gonna care. They based off wins and lose because we in a result-driven job. But like, if people just knew a lot of the stuff that he was trying to do, where he coming from, they'll understand. But if they're not trying to do that, like if he's known as a, I'm not trying to, if he's known as a hard-ass coach. Most of your coaches in college can be nice. See, what you're not gonna take as a coach, be like, what's up, my guy? What's good, fam? Gang, this and that. Whole time they disinterested in you the whole time. Well, he's trying to prepare you to, if you can make it past that point and get on the team, the coaches that you gotta listen to, the DCs or whatnot, they're buttholes most of the time. They millionaires who think they know everything about the game.
Yeah.
So if you can't take that man who's sacrificing and doing stuff for you and his own hometown on the EC, how in the world you gonna go down to a college 2-3 hours away from you and take this? You making it realistic. You just being realistic. And so like, yes, you can be personable. Yes, you can be more nice and cookie cutter. Man, it's football. It's football. Everybody has their own ways how they move and how they communicate. But man, real, he gave me the opportunity. He let me in, and like, one thing that I also noticed is like, I guess the way he do the game, he also taught me something as a play caller. Like, he gonna take the risk. Oh, he gonna. But if he can take it, if he can get you, he gonna get you. He gonna be aggressive with it. So like, he's not scared to be by the book.
Yeah.
He create his own book and go by that because it's been working. So I respect him as a coach, man.
Yeah.
I wish him nothing but the best. I wish, man, I can just give him $100K for the team. Just do what you buy with. Yeah, get a coach if you need to, and just quarter it out like that if you need to, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if he had, man, if Coach Young, he said this, and I'm like, dang. If you put Shorter and Miller together, they had more resources. Yeah, they were ADs. Or the directors of athletics, however you put it. They had more coaches. They stayed. I'm talking about almost 9 to 10 to 11 coaches.
Yeah.
Consistent coaches. I'm not talking about guys who come in from the community just want to help and cook and be around all coaches.
Yeah.
That worked it and did stuff. All right.
Yeah. I got pictures to prove it.
you see what I'm saying? He had stories about it. Like, so he had recently you didn't have to play politics with it. Like, I'm a history teacher, and I ain't taught history. I'm finna go on 3 years. I'm not teaching history at Aberdeen. So like, you see what I'm saying? Like, how can you get? And if you're not making no money, it's hard to get a quality coach with a family who's in his 30s who know ball enough, not just a player. That era, that 28 to 34 age, where you get your good next generation coach. It's hard to come down there for a couple $1,000.
Yeah.
And it's not over each month. Now that's public information. What I'm saying, it's not over each month. You get it all at one time at the end of the season. So it's like, dang, you forced to deal with former players or young guys. I guess guys that kind of line him for me to learn, and we kind of grew from each other. But it's hard to do. So like, man, I got them. If they can do this with all that and go 5 times and win, but he gets less coaches, less resources, and sometimes less kids, because kids will transfer out. Or kids, they just won't go this way. They go that way.
Yeah.
Or to Louisville, or Meridian, or Aliceville. So you got all these problems, and he still get to the championship.
Yeah.
Every year. He been here 6 years and he went 5 years.
Yeah.
It ain't like he getting just destroyed. But one time I can say we just got out coached. I say my first year here, when they came out, said Guns of Glory, we sent in the box. It was like we ain't prepared for that. They did something. Me personally, like I know when you, like for instance, when they send the whole box, you gotta slide.
Yeah.
You can't just stand there. You gotta slide. We did that, but they weren't prepared for that. I didn't think, man, what if they send the whole box? That's not sound. They did it. They checked that running back. You see, so we got out coached in that situation. That don't mean we're not prepared. We just got out coached.
Yeah.
And with Louisville, we got our coach. They went wide. We think, that's 3-1 box. We finna kill them. Man, you put athletic long cornerbacks against my long, aggressive linemen who are going straight down. We can't win the matchup. We got our coach. It's stuff like that.
Yeah, matchup is so important. You know, there could be. You look at, just say, the top team in the league. I mean, in the league, and they could lose not necessarily because they're not up for the team that they're playing. That could be part of it, but they just don't have good matchups. Man, some matchups, man, it just ain't gonna work for you, you know. And if you can't disrupt what they're doing, the matchup's gonna take over. You know, that's just the way it is.
Look at the championship. We were hurt. They were like same type of team, same type of athleticism. We had the most recent game. We had more injured players. Our 4-star was hurt. Nobody knew. Yeah. And you could tell till you got the game. I'm talking in the boot. My center was hurt. We had our 2 safeties were hurt. Half of our people didn't practice. They had a full practice. Nobody was hurt except maybe Caleb a little bit, but he stayed in. So now you talk about matchups. You got to get guys. Now your 2s got to go against day 1s more often.
Yeah, and that's not a good matchup.
It's not a good matchup.
Okay, well, let's talk just a little bit about, you know, the fact that you got to coach one of the top quarterback, not just in the state, but in the nation. So, how was your experience with Camario?
I gotta tell everybody I started off the same way. When you think about extraordinary, a regular athlete that on his path to get to the get to college or try to get to the league, he gonna do what the coach say. He gonna try to be the strongest, try to be the fastest. Mario, he's naturally and humbly gonna do extra normally. Whether you looking at him or not, that what makes him extraordinary. Man, he's gonna warm up for an hour. Like it used to take us. I'd be sweating bullets trying to massage all his muscles and soreness out just before he go on the field to warm up. He has to pre-warm up before he warms up. And instead of being lazy and be like, man, I'm just gonna play, he accepts it fully. He knows because he know he's blessed with it, so he know what it takes.
Yeah.
He's not one to shy away from stuff that he's not used to. Like when Cole Young, man, he gave me a lot of roles this year, but when he gave me the strength and he made me over the weight room, I'm like, dude, you're not lifting no heavy weights no more when the season start. Instead of him going away from, man, I gotta get my body right, this and that, he listened.
Yeah.
And I took it. So now his arm, he throwing stronger than he ever did, but he's been doing quarterback specific workouts for the entire year.
Yeah.
Before he even got to state. And all because he listened. He could have threw it away and said, man, Cole, I gotta be ready, bro. I gotta get strong, this and that. But you listen. And it seemed like it went. And now, outside of him rolling his ankle in the game McGee, he wasn't hurt at all this year.
Yeah. And he ran more this year than in previous years as well.
He's a horse now.
But I heard an interview with one of the receivers, Mississippi State did these little clips, and they was asking one of the receivers about the quarterback. And, he mentioned the other two guys, and then he said, I guess I can say this on TV. He said, then there's Kamario Taylor. So he's got the strongest arm I've ever been around, And anybody that saw the spring game, that he's poised to take over. Kind of like that Dak Prescott when they had
on that matter time.
It's gonna happen.
It gotta
happen, man. Because this he's something special. He's a leader. He was a leader when he was in the 9th grade and was injured and couldn't play. And his brother V, who was an exceptional athlete as well. V had to play quarterback a lot. And I remember one conversation I said, V threw a touchdown, and I asked Kamario, I said, what do you think about that? He said, oh, he can throw the deep ball. He just can't throw that intermediate stuff. But, he's an exceptional athlete, and he's going to do well at Jackson State as well. Now, I know I've held you a long time, but I do need you to speak a little bit about your position at Aberdeen.
Okay. Get a little excited about that. I've always been like a run game coordinator, help with game planning. This is my first shot where I'm actually controlling the whole thing. I'm the D-line coach and the defensive coordinator, or the defensive play caller rather at Aberdeen. There's not a lot of us, so of course we got to split titles and all that. But
yeah.
I'm the play caller. It's my show, and he's giving me the weight room, so he's believing in me. Aberdeen, I say this all the time. I grew up when Knoxville and Aberdeen were kind of like 09 to 2011. Aberdeen, Warren Love, that era, Shannon Wood era. Then boom, Knoxville, 2012. So I grew up watching them be very good, and they had the same type of athletes.
Yeah.
Knoxville was a little big up front. But Aberdeen had them short, quick linemen that were mean. They were short, quick, but super athletic. They were mean. They were physical. They were fast. And they loved some Aberdeen. They would call them the A-time.
Yeah.
And so, but again, you're only as good as your assistant. So if you got new coaches coming in and your assistants coming in throughout the door, and you only got 4 or 5 coaches that can help you and more, it's a perfect opportunity because they got I look at it like this. They got the athletes in Knoxville. It's the socioeconomic culture of Columbus, but the school district of New Hope. Yeah. Because they a B school district. So they got and my daddy would say, they got kids who still trying to use their mamas and their grandmamas sent.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so you see what I'm saying? Like it's the perfect opportunity. Like it's in their true 3A school, so like it's a power vacuum. Since Javance has left to Jackson State, people being elevated, but like that knew who to allow, just who was that new rah-rah big time coach. Like the next guy that's coming from college high school to college. I would have said Tudor. He in head coaching, so he might go a little different more to head coaching.
Yeah.
Who was that next big time guy? Like you had Justin Lucas, you had Coach Keevan Thompson, you had Coach Johnson. Now he moved out. Like you had these guys. Preston Baker might be one. Well, you know who's the next top 24, the next big time guy? Where either going straight to college or straight to being the head coach. That time's up, and now I've finally been blessed to be in that carousel. Now, because the vacuum is gone, now Tootie's a head, Ballard's head coaches. You got other people, you got other head coaches coming, getting on one staff and moving around.
Yeah.
So like, it's a power vacuum, and Aberdeen is the perfect place because now they know it works. They know what I'm coming to go. Oh, you from Knoxville? You know what you talking about?
Yeah.
But like, if you can go from the beginning of the spring ball to man, I said terrible at practice. I ain't so we were terrible. We wouldn't even swarm to the ball. To now you're stopping the run. You have in the game play against Quitman. It was 12-7. We had 3 defensive turnovers, 2 interceptions, 1 pick six. It was a pick six and a forced fumble on the 3-yard line, 97-yard return for a touchdown. The guy was in 8th grade.
Wow.
So it's like you got all that upside, but then it's like it can be sloppy because football is a game of inches because it's detail, it's war, it's chess, it's details. So if you're going out and you playing hard and fast but sloppy, people that you better than you're gonna beat. The people that you gotta beat, the details matter. You're gonna lose. Trust me. I lost the big game doing that. So like, it's perfect. They're strong, they're fast. I call them little orangutans. They got long. The skill player got long arms, but they're not just super long. They got long arms, and the guys they up front, they physical, but don't even know they physical. Like our first day of practicing, we had bloody mouths and noses. They were just going against each other. They spin it out. Oh, I got you, bro. This and that. Boy, I didn't get that in Knoxville. We had routes and finesse. Y'all actually hit each other when we put pads on my ankle. But you gotta understand, if my D-line group is 6 kids, and I have no seniors. We only got like 6 seniors on the whole team.
Wow.
So double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Right now it's bad, but turning to good. Once my 10th grader, person going 9th grade to 10th grade get out the field, I'm stuck with 8th graders on the field. So if I say go right, slam into his hip, but you trying to do what you've been seeing people do and you going straight, I asked you 3 times. All right, now I'm trying to get you to the what you call it. If they respond back to that, and he coach Sammy Barrows that played in the NFL, Indianapolis coach, he's my linebacker coach. Okay. He's from Aberdeen. He volunteers with us. He was like, man, when they can take hard coaching, like when you smacked them on the butt and told them to move over, boy, I was expecting for a parent to come up and talk to you and be like, because, you know, that's how it is when, you know, them areas. When we said that they took it and they played hard for you, want no drawbacks, and they buying in.
Oh, yeah.
They buying in. So I was like, okay, that's a good thing. Like,
ready to run through that brick wall,
man. So like when you, it just feels good. You go from a team, numbers don't lie. So if you go at the beginning of the spring to what you had a team that went 5-6 wins last year. To Portland went to third round of the playoffs to where we hold them. We win the game because of defense. We take 2 turnovers. And yes, we played bad. We left some points on the field. They left some points on the field, but just running the ball down our throat, it felt like old Aberdeen. We're gonna play hard. We're gonna hit you fast, and we had excitement so much. So I love a head coach saying, I ain't even have to do nothing to manage the game. That's how it is at West Point.
Yeah.
When the coach feels like that, he trusts his coordinator. And so like it's a perfect opportunity for me to grow. It's a perfect opportunity to put them back on the map because, like you said, they the same kids. How they say West Lines is, Monroe County big.
Yeah.
And it's a lot of schools that pull from that area. So it's like, how can they gotta understand that sometimes it's good to be a big fish in a small pond too. You don't gotta be a big fish in a big pond, because when you're a big fish in a big pond, you just decrease your size.
Yeah.
And how you eat.
You're just a fish.
You just a fish now.
That's right.
So if you can learn if you lifting weights how they doing other places, or like I'm gonna add quick twitch. I'm gonna add unilateral stuff like, yeah, okay, it's cool, you can get up under here and squat 450 pounds and not even go parallel, but take 225 off and go to the ground. All right, now squat it and press up 135 or 155 while you still squat. You gotta play like that. I don't care if you can. You see what I'm saying? Once they get past let me become a student of the game myself. Now they gonna have some. Aberdeen always have what it takes, man. They just either get our coach or they got our players. So I'm not gonna sit here and say or now next year we're gonna surprise a lot of people, but give me a year to change the culture, how we lift weights and how we prepare, and let them get a year to get acclimated to how I coach, because I'm gonna be the type you seen it. I'm the type of coach. You gonna hear me. You might not see me, but you gonna hear me.
Oh yeah.
I'll be the one to cuss you, this and that, and then I come find you, love you up. But I'm the one. I cuss you out of play, let you get. I'm the first one pick you up off the field, put you on my back, run you all, make sure I'm the one that gonna take care of you. So like once we get acclimated, and man, we're gonna surprise a lot of people. It's gonna be time for us to start making deep runs.
Just don't surprise Knoxville. You're fine.
Yeah, it's not to be honest. It's my senior night.
I know. Yeah. So that's something. But I just wanted you to come and talk. I wanted people to know who you are, what you brought to the table. I see this because I'm on the field with the coaches. Although I'm not coaching, I'm on the field. I see everything. You know, where you're in the stand, you've got a whole different view. You're not seeing how the coaches are coaching guys up. And I knew that you could do it, and I just wanted the people to know that in coaching, it's more than just the X and O's on the field. Like when we talked about Columbus and, you know, where these people or kids come from, I mean, you got to be able to go there. If you can't go there, if they from the hood and you from uptown, and then you trying to relate, you can't relate.
It's gonna be hard.
No, you can't do it. So you know, I just
good kids.
Oh yeah, They just need to know that somebody cares. That's it. And you've shown that, and I appreciate you. I appreciate you coming and sitting here talking with me. I didn't think it was gonna go this long, but it got good. So I may have to do this in 2 parts.
Let's do it. I'm down, man.
But somewhere along the line, we're going to do it again. And like I say, I'm going to talk to Coach Young, try to get him in. I'm going to try to get Coach Ballard in. Because, you know, he's been here and then he's gone and, you know, all that. So I'm going to try to get him in, too. But I really do appreciate you, Coach K, and I wish you the best of luck.
Yes, sir.
You know, because I know you can do it.
I appreciate you, man. I promise you I do. Like I told you, I don't do it for validation, but man, it feels good when you are validated. So like I promise you I appreciate it, man. From the bottom of my heart.
You got it. All right. I think we want to thank Coach K for coming in, and we know what he can do. So now he's going to be doing it at Aberdeen. But, you know, he's still one of us. You know, when a coach come in, you know, we're going to claim you as one of us. Yeah. And you got connections down here, so we're going to claim you.
Thank you for life.
All right, guys, thanks for watching.